everyone! As some of you may know, I have been married to my wonderful, handsome Marine for about a year now. And a lot's happened since we've said I do. You may be wondering, what makes a military marriage more interesting than a civilian's marriage? You guessed it, the military controls it. It could be a bit of a shock for the newlyweds, especially the wife or the husband, whoever is not in the military, because they have to get used to this new way of living. Of course, every marriage has their battles, and I'm not saying at all that civilian marriages are a walk in the park. It's just, it can be a bit more complicated when the military gets in the mix. So without further ado, here are some things I learned in my first year of military marriage. Number 1, be flexible. What I mean by that is it can be very hard to plan a normal life, like normal activities such as going to college or getting a full-time job. The military can take you and your husband anywhere around the world at pretty much any time. The military never rests, so your husband's job doesn't either. He could get a call in the middle of your kid's soccer game on the weekend and he have to go to work. You just never know. But that is just how the life goes. What I have learned is to take it one step at a time. To be flexible with my life and my activities. And I don't mean putting my whole life on hold, just be prepared for what the military life can throw at us. Which leads me to the next one. Number 2, don't let the military control your life. If you love school, there's online classes you can take. You can get a full degree online if you even wanted to. And if you love work, well, try to get a part-time job at least, where they understand your circumstance and that they are willing to work with you and be flexible with you, or even just try to do a stay-at-home business. A lot of military wives do that, and a lot of them are pretty successful and happy. I remember at one point I pretty much had a breakdown because I felt like I couldn't control my life anymore, that this new life, I couldn't control anything of, at least in my aspect of it. I felt like I gave up my career and my social life pretty much because of my husband's career. But I come to realize I have so many opportunities, like online schooling or even online working if I can, and it's the same for you, so don't hold back. Number 3, choose your friends wisely. The military wives community is such a great community, but you're always gonna have those bad eggs. You know, the ones that like to spread rumors and cause drama because they have nothing better to do. You don't want to be friends with those people. I know that's just kind of common sense, but sometimes it can be really hard making friends and you just want to fit in with the group that will accept you first. Trust me, I have had my fair share of unpleasant military friends. One of my first military wife friends who I've come to find out that their relationship is pretty abusive, not physically but verbally, and you know, you are who you hang out with, and I knew that I did not want my marriage to be like theirs, so I slowly stepped away from it, and I'm pretty glad I did, because if I didn't, I don't know what kind of, yelling arguments or how triggered I'd be so easily with my husband about the silliest things. Please, whatever you do, don't get sucked up in this group. I promise you that you and your husband will appreciate it in the long run. And number 4, it's all worth it. I love the life I'm living, and I love the man I married. Yeah, I may not have imagined my life being like this a few years ago, but as soon as I met my husband, I knew there'd be nothing to stand in the way for me spending the rest of my life with him. Dealing with all the obstacles of PCS leaves and working long work hours and not even knowing when he's coming back home from deployment till a week beforehand. It's all worth it. And all of this has taught me to be more selfless and how to be a better wife for my husband. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you want to. Leave in the comments some military wives. What have you learned from your however many years of marriage you have been? And what are some good tips for the newlyweds? Because I know when I first got married, I had no idea what to expect at all. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.